Transform your routine with 3 powerful habits. You've done it all, right? The 5 a.m. clubs, the super complicated productivity apps, the 10-step morning routines that seem to require a degree in logistics. You start off strong, riding that first wave of motivation and telling yourself, this time it's going to be different. You buy the brand new planner, you lay out your gym clothes, and for exactly 2 days, you feel like the CEO of your own life. But then, life happens. Within a week, you're back to hitting the snooze button, feeling like you've failed. Again, that planner starts gathering dust on your nightstand. A sad little monument to another good intention, and that feeling of being stuck, of being trapped in a cycle of wanting to change but never making it sticks, more than just frustrating. It's draining. It whispers this nasty little lie in your ear. Maybe you just don't have what it takes. Maybe you lack the discipline, the willpower, the secret sauce that everyone else seems to have. But what if the problem isn't your willpower? What if it's not a lack of motivation or some secret character flaw? What if the entire way you've been taught to build a better life is fundamentally broken? The most successful, energized people on the planet don't run on superhuman willpower. They run on systems. They get that real, lasting change. Doesn't come from some heroic, short-term burst of effort. It comes from small, consistent actions that become as automatic as breathing. They don't try to flip their entire life upside down overnight. Instead, they focus on 3 core pillars that build a foundation so strong, the rest of their good habits just fall into place. In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 foundational habits for your body, your mind, and your heart that will finally make lasting change feel not just possible, but effortless. These aren't complex life hacks. They're simple, science-backed principles that work together to create a powerful upward spiral of energy, focus, and fulfillment. We're really about to bust the myth of willpower and replace it with a blueprint for a life that feels less like a constant battle and more like a joyful creation. If you've ever felt like you're spinning your wheels, working harder but going nowhere, this is for you. This is the off-ramp. Let's get into it. Pillar 1, the habit for your body. Engineer your energy. All right, let's start with the first and most crucial pillar, the habit for your body. Think of your body as the engine that powers your entire life. If that engine is sputtering and running on cheap fuel, it doesn't matter how amazing your destination is, you're not going anywhere. Every single thing you want to do, every goal, every dream, every connection is fueled by your physical energy. When you feel tired and drained, even tiny tasks feel like climbing a mountain. But when you feel vibrant and strong, you can take on challenges, think clearly, and show up as the person you want to be. The problem is, we usually treat our bodies as an afterthought. We say we'll get healthy someday, but we put everything else first. Work, family, chores, they all get our best energy, and our body gets the scraps. That's a backwards approach. The most successful people know that physical vitality isn't a reward you get after hard work. It's the non-negotiable prerequisite. So, how do we build this habit? It's not about signing up for a brutal 2-hour gym session every day or throwing out everything in your kitchen. Remember, the goal here is consistency, not intensity. The secret is something Charles Duhigg calls a keystone habit in his book, The Power of Habit. A keystone habit is one small practice that kicks off a chain reaction of other good behaviors. For the body, our keystone habit is deliberate morning movement. Starting your day with just 15 to 20 minutes of physical activity is one of the most powerful things you can do. The benefits are immediate. First, it wakes up your body, increases circulation, and gets rid of that morning stiffness. Second, it triggers a flood of endorphins, your brain's natural mood. This is why people who exercise in the morning report lower levels of anxiety and depression. You're literally giving yourself a shot of happy brain chemistry, first thing. Third, it sends a signal of accomplishment to your brain before you've even checked your first email. You've already scored a win, which builds momentum for the rest of the day. So, what does deliberate morning movement actually look like? It shouldn't be complicated. In fact, let's borrow an idea from James Clear, author of Atomic Habits. The 2-minute rule, which is all about scaling a habit down until it's ridiculously easy to start. We're applying that same logic here. Make it so easy you can't say no. Here's a simple recipe for your body habit. A 20-minute walk. followed by a simple body weight exercise. That's it. Here's why this works so well. A walk, especially outdoors, is criminally underrated. Research shows that walking improves cardiovascular health, reduces stress, and even boosts creative thinking. When you walk in the morning, you get natural light in your eyes, which helps set your body's internal clock or circadian rhythm. This leads to better sleep at night and more alertness during the day. It doesn't have to be a power walk. It can be a casual stroll. The point is to get moving and get outside. After the walk, add a simple body weight exercise. Like 20 push. If you can't do 20, do 5. Do 1. Do them on your knees. The number doesn't matter. The repetition of the action is what matters. Every push-up is a vote for a new identity. I am someone who is strong and takes care of my body. Over time, as it gets easier, you can add more. Beyond this keystone habit, engineering your energy means having 2 critical support systems: strategic nutrition and radical hydration. Think of nutrition as your engine's fuel. Low-grade fuel leads to stalls. Many of us start the day with sugary foods that cause a massive blood sugar spike, followed by that dreaded mid-morning crash. To last, you need sustained energy. That means focusing on fiber from whole grains, veggies, and fruits, and quality protein from things like eggs, yogurt, or nuts. Swap the sugary cereal for oatmeal. It's a small change that stabilizes your blood sugar and prevents the energy roller coaster. Finally, hydration. Your brain is about 75% water, and even mild dehydration can cause fatigue, brain fog, and poor concentration. A 2025, study even found that poorly hydrated people had a 50% larger spike in cortisol, the stress hormone, when facing a tough task. Chronic stress ages you, so drinking water is literally an anti-aging habit. The habit is brutally simple. Start your day with a big glass of water before your coffee. Your body is naturally dehydrated after sleeping, and this kickstarts your whole system. Then, just keep a water bottle with you. Don't wait until you're thirsty. That means you're already behind. So, Pillar 1 is a system. It starts with morning movement, is supported by smart fuel, and runs on clean hydration. Master this, and you'll have the raw energy for everything else. 2. Pillar 2, the habit for your mind. Cultivate deep focus. If your body's the engine, your mind is the high-tech operating system that tells that engine where to go. You can have all the energy in the world. But if your mind is a chaotic mess of distractions, that energy gets scattered and wasted. In our world, the battle for our attention is fierce. Notifications, emails, and social media feeds create a state of continuous partial attention. We feel busy, but we aren't actually productive. We're just reacting. This mental chaos leads to decision fatigue, where making even simple choices feels exhausting, leading to procrastination. The second pillar is about taking back control of your mental OS. It's about building a habit to cut through the noise and focus with intention. The keystone habit for your mind is time blocking for deep work. Time blocking is simply deciding in advance not just what you'll do, but when you'll do it. Instead of a vague to-do list, you schedule your most important tasks directly into your calendar. This might sound rigid, but it's actually liberating. It frees you from the constant, draining question, what should I be doing right now? The key is to pair this with deep work, a term from Cal Newport. Deep work is focusing without distraction on a tough, cognitive task. This is the work that actually creates value and pushes your skills. Most of our days are filled with shallow work, answering emails, attending meetings, tasks that feel productive, but don't move the needle on our biggest goals. The habit is this: block out one 90-minute deep work session in your calendar every day. Ideally in the morning, when your brain's fuel tank is full. During this block, you are unreachable. Phone off, email closed, no distractions. At first, this will feel weird. Your brain, which is used to constant stimulation, will scream for a distraction. You'll suddenly have the urge to check something, look up a random fact, or grab a snack. Your job is to sit with that discomfort and gently guide your focus back. You're training your attention muscles over time. You'll get more done in this one focus session than in a half day of multitasking. This keystone habit is supported by two other practices: continuous learning and deliberate mindfulness. Continuous learning, especially reading, is the ultimate workout for your mind. It develops critical thinking, expands your vocabulary, and exposes you to new ideas. The goal is to make it a regular habit. Start with just 10 pages a day. Anyone can read 10 pages. Do it before bed instead of scrolling. This small act shifts your identity. You're not just someone who should read more. You become a reader. The final piece is deliberate mindfulness. If deep work is about intensity, mindfulness is about recovery. It's cleaning up the mental clutter. Simple breathing exercises are a powerful way to calm your nervous system. This doesn't mean you have to become a monk. The habit can be as simple as taking 5 minutes for mindful breathing. Just sit, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. When your mind wanders, gently guide it back. Doing this for just 5 minutes a day can significantly reduce anxiety and improve focus. It's like a reset button for your brain. So, Pillar 2 is a system for clarity. It's anchored by a daily, 90-minute, deep work session, nourished by reading and balanced by mindfulness. Okay, before we get to our final and arguably most important habit, I want to check in. We've covered body and mind. Which one of these feels like your biggest struggle right now? Is it physical energy or mental chaos? Let me know in the comments. It's powerful to see we're all in this together. Pillar 3. The habit for your heart. Nurture your connection. We've built the engine with the body habit and installed the OS with the mind habit. Now, we need to talk about the fuel, not physical fuel, but the emotional and spiritual fuel that gives it all meaning. This is Pillar 3. The habit for your heart. This is about the energy we get from relationships, purpose, and emotional health. You can be fit and focused, but if you feel lonely and unfulfilled, you're running on empty. That's the core of burnout. Not a lack of productivity, but a lack of purpose. In our hustle culture, the things that truly feed our souls are often the first things we sacrifice. We cancel on friends for a deadline. We scroll numbly on our phones instead of talking to our partners. We forget what it feels like to do something just for fun. The habit for the heart is about intentionally investing in your connections and emotional well-being. The keystone habit here is daily intentional connection. In our hyper-connected world, we are paradoxically more disconnected than ever. We have hundreds of friends online, but might not have had a real, heartfelt conversation in weeks. True connection requires effort. The habit is simple. Every day, reach out to one persona friend, a family member, an old colleague with zero agenda other than to connect. This isn't networking. It's relationship gardening. Make a list of people you care about but have lost touch with. Each day, pick one and send a quick text or email. Hey, was just thinking about you and wanted to say hi. Or saw this article and it made me think of you. Hope you're well. No requests, just a small gift of attention. This slowly rebuilds your social fabric and creates a powerful feedback loop of positive emotion. More importantly, it pulls you out of your own head and into the world of others, a powerful antidote to isolation. While daily connection is the keystone, this pillar is supported by scheduling what research calls treasured time. This is scheduled leisure time for activities you do purely for the joy of them. This isn't a guilty pleasure. It's essential maintenance for your soul. The most productive people are the ones who take their leisure seriously. Your treasured time could be anything that feels like play. Maybe it's playing an instrument, gardening, or hiking. Spending time in nature is especially powerful. Studies show just 20 minutes outdoors can make people feel significantly more alive and restored. The habit is to schedule at least 2 blocks of treasured time into your week. Put hike in woods or paint for 90 minutes in your calendar and protect it fiercely. This is you declaring that your joy and well-being are non-negotiable. So, Pillar 3 is a system for fulfillment. It's anchored by daily connection and sustained by scheduled joy. This provides the why that makes the hard work of the other pillars feel worthwhile. The synergy, how the 3 pillars create an unstoppable system. You might be looking at these 3 pillars, body, mind, and heart as separate things to work on. But the real magic happens when you see them as one interconnected system. Each pillar reinforces the others, creating an upward spiral. Think of it like a 3-legged stool. If one leg is wobbly, the whole thing is unstable. But when all 3 are strong, it's solid. Your life is the same. When you start with the body habit, you generate more physical energy. That energy allows you to show up for your deep work session with focus and stamina. As you practice the mind habit, you become more effective. You get more done in less time, which frees up mental and emotional space. That space allows you to be truly present in your relationships. And as you invest in the heart habit, you fill your life with purpose and joy. That emotional vitality is the ultimate motivator. It gives you the why that makes you want to get up and take care of your body and mind in the first place. More physical energy leads to better mental focus. Better mental focus leads to more emotional presence. And more emotional presence leads to a deeper sense of purpose. Each habit feeds the next. That's how lasting change is built, not with brute force, but with smart, systemic design. Conclusion and a 7-day challenge. We've covered a lot. We've busted the myth of willpower and laid out a new blueprint for lasting change. Let us recap the pillars one last time. Pillar 1, body. Engineered your energy with deliberate morning movement. Pillar 2 is mind. Cultivate deep focus with time-blocked deep work. Pillar 3, heart. Nurture your connection with intentional outreach and treasured time. Looking at all 3 might feel like a lot, and that's okay. The point is not to do all of this perfectly overnight. That's the old way. The goal is to start so small you can't fail. So I'm leaving you with a 7-day challenge. For the next 7 days, I want you to pick one. Just one single habit from one of these pillars. Maybe it's the 20-minute morning walk. Maybe it's reading 10 pages before bed. Maybe it's texting one friend a day. Pick the one that feels like a small, easy step. Commit to that one thing every day for 7 days. The goal isn't a life transformation in 1 week. The goal is to prove to yourself that you can be consistent. It is about getting that small win and building evidence that you are the type of person who follows through. That feeling of success is the glue that makes habits stick. After a week, try another. When it feels automatic, maybe add another. This is how real change happens. It's the compound interest of self-improvement. The person you want to become is forged in the small choices you make every single day. You have the blueprint. Now, it's time to lay the first brick. Tell me in the comments, what is the one habit you are committing to for the next 7 days? Declaring it is a powerful first step. I'll be reading and cheering you on. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more on building a focused, energized, and meaningful life. Now go pick your one thing. Your future self is already thanking you.